is Tuesday, my second official day of being an entrepreneur, being self-employed fully. It's just a Tuesday. Yesterday I got so sick, but you know what? Yesterday was a good lesson to not hold so much expectation on certain things. Things crack when they're under pressure, so don't put so much pressure on certain aspects of your life, certain days of your life, certain moments and memories of your life, because they'll crack, and the universe is going to do that to you. It's going to show you that, and you're going to have to adapt and change, and it's just part of the lesson. And you know what? I mean, I'm not saying that I deserved to get sick yesterday at all. I don't think that, because yesterday was pretty fucked up, and I'm vomiting on the side of the Gardner, underneath the Gardner on Lakeshore. I'm just vomiting out the Uber fucking door, and it's 2:00 in the afternoon. But bless the man that backed up to give me a water bottle. Thank you, sir. We had a moment of silence for him, and we blessed him. And yeah, we sent him good energy, good vibes. And anyways, sometimes things happen, and you have to learn how to adapt and change and shift and move through it. And if you're going to get angry and upset at every single little thing that goes wrong, you're going to constantly be disappointed, and you're going to constantly be upset and angry with life. So yesterday was just a good lesson to go with the flow, to adapt, and to not hold so much expectation. And it ended up being such a beautiful night anyways, because it ended up being exactly us. We made Mexican food, we took it in a bag, we went to the park, we had a picnic, and then we sat there. We ate so much food, and then we had the most vulnerable, raw, authentic conversation that I've ever had with girlfriends in my entire life. It started off by just Jacqueline wanting to thank us for things that she's learned from us, and things that have helped her. And yeah, it turned into me sobbing, because I was already crying. Excuse me. I was already crying when she was cooking dinner, and I was just journaling and writing on my laptop, and just writing captions and content, and also just free writing for myself. And it was just hitting me how emotional I was, and just, yeah, how sad I was. Ivy's just death staring me right now. She's giving me the death stare from across the room. I was really emotional. And then to top it off, Sarah came home, and of course, she's the creator of Oblong. She's the reason why I'm here in this house. She's the reason why I've met Jade and Jacqueline. So cue more emotions. I was even more sad, because I'm thank you so much for creating Oblong and for doing this. And then cue more tears to top it off. I got a fucking special delivery from one of our dear students who comes to class and who has come to all of our women's circles. She's such a precious angel. She came and delivered a book for me and a note, and she wrote the most lovely note. And guys, my heart couldn't handle it. The amount of love that I felt yesterday afternoon after being taken care of, because I was sick, just having people take care of me, then having someone cook me an amazing dinner, then having someone deliver me a gift, and just as I'm crying, having people hold me and tend to me, my heart just it gets to be overwhelming, because you're holy fuck, I'm so loved. I'm so loved. And there is an endless, infinite amount of love. There's just a supply of love out there that is infinite and endless, and you can tap into it and you can have it. And it's like, for someone who's never felt it, or like always just has to assume and just know that people love her, it's like, it's overwhelming when you're constantly shown how much you're loved. So yesterday was beautiful and magical, and like I'm just waking up and I'm like wow, yeah, like my life be like, ooh, no, my life is amazing, because of the people that are in it, truly. But yeah, I think that's the lesson. I think that's like all I really wanted to share. I'm gonna go do a hot yoga class this morning. Well, I'm gonna wake up and do my morning routine and do a hot yoga class. I still have to finish moving out. I gotta finish packing everything up and moving out, and I have quite a bit of furniture still, even though I wanted to sell it all. I still have a few things, so I'm gonna need my mama bear to come down and help me. I have to go up to Stouffville today though, and then I will probably have to come back down to the city. So I might have one last sleep in this bed, in this room, in the city, which is just like, I can't believe it. I love the city. I love Toronto. Toronto's been so expansive and so healing for me in my life, and I can't even imagine not living in Toronto now. Like, I know I had this conversation the other day about growing up in Stouffville and moving to Toronto, but like Toronto truly is home for me, and like it's always felt like home from the time that like I was in high school and I would come down here and visit my best friend. Like, I had always been fascinated and in love with the city, and living here during a pandemic, during the winter, is obviously not ideal. Like, of course I struggled with like my relationship with the city, but these last like 2 months I have just fallen in love with the city. And of course there's also things that I don't necessarily like about it, such as living at King and Bathurst, like the heart of like party city and like the party area. Of course I can't keep my windows open because there's drunk hooligans outside my window, and I'm sober and I don't drink, so it's very contradictory. It's like that duality, and I have to be okay with it as I live in this house. But if I was living in a different house, it might be a different story. And Ivy's attacking the plant, so that's my cue to get up and go feed her and stimulate her, because she's been in here since last night and she's like, "Hey mom, I'm done sleeping. I'm done chilling. I want to go be a wild cat now." So, time to go. Bye. Tag your Dad. We're having fun. Fuck. Oh my god. We're stinky. We're so stinky. Just got my hair done. Okay, she kind of curled my bangs like randomly on the one side. But hello. We have landed, touchdown in Stouffville. How do we feel about the new hair? Honestly, it looks the same that it always does whenever I get it done. She just thinned it out, trimmed it, and evened out the color and the tone, because it was starting to be like dark at the top, but then the ends were like, I mean, they still kind of are this color. You can see they're like very light. My hair gets very, very light in the summer. But yeah, we are in Stouffville. Welcome to my front yard. Look at these friggin' mushies that are here. Look at the mushies. We love mushies.
Okay, time to unpack my car and bring my stuff inside. Oh my gosh. Technically moving in / not really fully moving in because I'm moving to Mexico in 3 days. But you know, in the sort of like interim, I'm living here in Stouffville until the move to Bali. So my stuff is staying here. Now let's go inside. Oh my God. You know when it's just like peace and tranquility? That's what this feels like. So it's so nice to be home. Wow. So calm. I just got my hair done, and you know when it's like you trust them so much and you go to the same place all of the time? It's dark over here. Oh my God. My blackout curtains. Jesus. You know when you've been going to the same place for like years and years and years and years that you kind of are like, I don't know if I can not go to you anymore. That's me and my hairdresser. I need to fix this one curl because it's kind of going inward and I don't like it. That's me and going to my hairdressers. I've been going there since I was probably like 10 or 12 years old. And I just go because I trust them so much, and my hair is just like, it's very important to me, as with everyone and every girl, I'm sure. And when you find somebody that you trust and when you find somebody that you like and that works, you just want to continue going there. So that is why I continue to come all the way up to Stouffville to get my hair done. I need to ground because I have a coaching call at 5. So I'm gonna move my stuff in. I'm gonna do some of my practices and my rituals. This is my new necklace. This is leopard jasper from Peru. This is from my best friend. She just got back from Peru, so she got me that necklace. And hello, we are sitting in the grass, eating some fruit, grounding before my coaching call. I don't really have much to say. More so just showing you clips of my life. I had a beautiful brunch at 12 o'clock, and this is all I could get, was a nice fruit salad from the weekend. Actually, I was at a baby shower, so this is from then. So actually it was my mom who made the fruit salad. I was gonna say bless myself in the past, but bless my mother for making a fruit salad. Because now future me is getting to eat it when I don't have a lot of time. I guess I can talk about the fact that I have a lot going on. Moving out, being in Toronto and Stouffville, like back and forth this week. It's very overwhelming. However, I think old me would have been really stressed and overwhelmed and like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I have so many things to do, blah, blah, blah. Like, I still have to pack for Mexico. I have to go get some things from the store. And, you know, I have like a hair appointment that takes like an hour and a half, and that's like a waste of time. Like, why am I sitting here? And would have been like really anxious and would have been like, I could be doing so many more things and like sitting here. And future, well, not future me, past me, it would have been like that. Current me, though, is very good at using the practices. This makes no sense. I'm talking about different versions of myself. I no longer feel that way because I have learned to regulate my nervous system and to not just like don't stress, but my ability to navigate change and to adapt to situations and to regulate my nervous system and to stay calm on a daily basis has been heightened. And to stay grounded and to use the practices that actually work. I don't just like preach about it on my Instagram, but I actually implement it. And so this is just like one of those life moments where everything that you've practiced and practiced and practiced comes into fruition, or like you put that into actual practice. I had someone say to me the other day, you know, like, should I just wait until the winter time when I start to show up for myself and I start to invest in myself and I start to do these things, or should I do it now? And my response to her and to everyone and even to myself is show up now. Like, don't wait to show up for yourself. Put in the work and start doing the practices now so that you can learn to master them and you can practice them so that when things come up, like change and move, like when change comes up, like you're moving or you're going through stressful life events, you already know the tools that you need to use and you've already been practicing them for however long. So it just becomes second nature and there's no need to stress. You don't get into a spiral. You don't get down. You don't get anxious. You're not like getting into a space where you're like unable to see clearly and not sure how to help yourself because you've taken the time to start these practices and you've implemented them, and it just becomes second nature. And I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I know it makes sense, but my speaking skills are a little bit slow today. I'm a little dehydrated, not really feeling the best from my celiac flare-up yesterday. My skin is like a little inflamed and I just feel a little groggy, and like going to hot yoga this morning and sweating everything out. I just don't have a lot of vitamins and nutrients in me. That's not an excuse for my inability to speak, but I know it made sense. It just may not have been the most clear and concise, but that's okay. And I am back in the city. Can't see the scene tower, but I made it back. It took me a while. Had to drive around the city to try and find parking. I took my mom's vehicle, so I didn't have my parking permit, so I couldn't park on my street, but that's okay. I just felt like I needed a nice big walk after, so hello Toronto. It's actually a lot darker than the camera is picking up. It's like 9 o'clock at night. Might be one of my last city nighttime walks for a while, because even when I come home in July, it's gonna be at my parents' place, and yeah, I will be down in the city, but I won't actually be like living in the city, so it'll be interesting. But anyways, we go with the flow. We see where life takes us. Who knows what's gonna happen by the time July gets here, especially after the retreat, because I feel like that's gonna be a monumental moment and like lots is gonna change. But anyways, you can't really see me here because the lighting has gone, so I will catch you in the next one.